Papa Infidel, Ben the Looney, and viewers, my father is a close personal friend of a Christian musician, a guy named John Schlitt. You know, he's a singer. He used to sing for Head East, he used to sing for Petra, and he still does concerts with them from time to time, but nowadays he's pretty much a solo act. He has a few very successful solo albums out, and he's got a Christmas album coming out later this year. Just so you know, so you can be ready to have a very holly jolly schlitty Christmas. Oh, he's gonna get butthurt at that. But they, my dad and him grew up in Mount Pulaski, which is about 25 miles away from Springfield. And he's a former alcoholic and drug addict. He left Head East to deal with it, to go through rehab and kick his habits. And after his recovery, you know, he kind of kicked around for a little bit and just doing stuff here and there until finally he got a phone call from the guys at Petra. Says, "Hey, you wanna join us?" And as soon as he joined up with them, he was like, "Well, you know, if I come in, we're not doing that gospel crap. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna use rock music to help spread God's word," which is what they did. And he's a shining example of how rock music can be used to spread the Lord's word. Okay. He's, I think somewhere around 27 million people converted to Christianity, and they started that little movement from listening to Petra under John Schlitt. Okay, when he was leading Petra, under him, I think Petra is the only Christian group in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Hard Rock Cafe Hall of Fame, the only Christian group to ever win any Grammys, and the only rock band in the Gospel Hall of Fame. I wonder how many people know that. Now, the church that I go to here in Riverton, this church is a casual church. You know, it holds an 8 a.m. service for the people who want a more traditional worship service, and then it has a 10:15 service, which is more for everybody. You hear this basic gospel garbage being sung in the 8 a.m. service, and 10:15, it's different. You see a full band up here. You see guitars, you see bass, keyboards, drums, 3 to 5 singers. It varies. Well, this happened to be about last month. I was hanging around the front lobby before the 10:15 service started, just talking to some people. There's some people out there I like to talk to about movies and regular stuff like that. Well, I hadn't noticed that the service started, just hanging out in the lobby, when this elderly gentleman, if you want to call him a gentleman, this elderly gentleman just walked out of the service, and I guess he was waiting for the music session to end. And he just sat down and started grumbling. He's like, I don't know why they let these kids play this stuff. It's not music. I was like, sure it is. It's Christian rock. He said, no, there's no such thing as Christian rock. That's not music, it's noise. Oh, by the way, guys, this is my old guy impression. Normally I use this voice when I'm doing impressions of John McCain, but this is my old guy. He's like, it's Christian rock and roll, it's not music, it's noise. And I tried to explain to him about John and about Petra and that rock music can be used to help spread to bring people to God and spread His word. But I guess this guy just wasn't listening. I was probably operating on that lame douche perception that rock and roll is the devil's music, which it isn't. Okay, but then this geezer took it a step further. He actually looked me in the eye and with a straight face told me that it's because they play rock in the 10:15 service that people are actually leaving this church. Yeah, he said that. Okay, let me just stop here and say the congregation at Riverton Christian Church is not that big. Okay, not a lot of people really come to my church except for maybe Easter Sunday or on Christmas or when they're drunk and hungover, when grandma drags her sorry carcass into the church. Okay, not a lot of people come here. But that's not at all because of a rock band in place of a church choir. Now, if you don't like rock music, that's fine. But don't tell me that the church is failing because of certain music that gets played during service. Okay, to that guy, if you don't like the music that they have during 10:15 service, either come to the 8 a.m. service or go find a Baptist church. They'll give you all the traditional gospel crap you want. All right? The thing is that maybe at one point in time, just traditional gospel music was okay in a church, but these days, when people's opinions about faith and the church and music are so wide and so varied, not a lot of people go for that, and save my soul, my great God to thee. No, not a lot of people want to hear how great thou art, okay? Some people don't like traditional gospel music. I know that the 13 and 14-year-olds and the 20s and people my age, and I'm going to be 21 next February, people my age don't want to hear, how great thou art, how great thou art. And yes, I do concede that my singing voice is bad. I will admit to that, except for unlike some other people like Justin Bieber. Now, my dad doesn't really want to hear how great thou art, and he's 51, okay? Why do you think there's Christian rap or Christian pop? It's because there are some people who like rap music, some people like pop music, some people like rock music. There are different genres of music that can be used to reach young people and bring them over to God. Just because you don't like a particular genre of music doesn't mean that it has no place in the church. And it can't be used to reach out to people and bring an inspiring message. Example, outside of Run DMC or some of Will Smith stuff, I pretty much hate rap music, okay? Now, do I know that there are Christians out there, there are Christian rappers out there with Christian themes to their songs instead of lyrics about sex and drugs and murder? Yes. Do I listen to it? No. Do I think that there's no place in the church for it? No. Okay, help me out here. God created the universe, right? God created all the materials in the world, right? God created human beings, and He created us with with our own unique talents, right? God created all the items we can fashion together to make great music with, right? Okay? The answer to all these questions is yes. Now, people with musical talent and leaning towards the rock or pop or rap genre can take their God-given gifts and spread His word. All right? It's hilarious to me because that old windbag I was talking about a few minutes ago, he actually told me, and these are my words, not his, that Christian music is best left to either gospel or country music. Really? Rock music contains lyrics about heartbreak and scars, inspiring message, having fun, and love stories. Country music is primarily about drinking, smoking, and cheating on your wife. Yeah, that sounds real Christian, doesn't it? Yeah, right. That's like saying the Westboro Baptist Church should actually be called anything but a hate-mongering religious cult. So bottom line, don't think that Christians don't know how to make good music, and don't think that there's no such thing as Christian rock or Christian fill in the blank for whatever genre of music you like. Anybody who says otherwise is a fool.